Hi everyone. We're going to work on stanza 3 with our poem. Remember, we're working on poems in which the stanzas build upon each other. For this particular video lesson, we're working on the poem where the stanzas build upon each other, but we're using words that rhyme at the end of each line to help the reader. Some of you will want to do this with your writing, and I want to make sure that you have the right idea of what your stanzas should look like and how to choose your words to make sure that they make sense in your writing. So for me, as I enter my final stanza about the birds that I've been writing about, the eggs have been protected, and so it would only make sense that now it's time for the eggs to be ready to hatch. So when I think about writing that, again, following that same pattern of skipping a line to show the separation of each stanza. So because it's the birds who are speaking, I'm going to say we, and we wait patiently, because it takes time. It's not a overnight, here are the eggs, and the next day the eggs hatch. We wait patiently day after day. And notice I'm ending this verse with the word day, so in my next verse, the word that I end that line with or that verse with has to end with day. So let's see, we wait patiently day after day until finally, and I'm going to put that word finally in all capital letters, until finally one of the eggs begins to, now I need to think about a movement word. If the eggs are starting to show that they're ready to hatch, it has to rhyme with day. So day, and they kind of shake or break, and that definitely does not rhyme with day, but they can move back and forth. And when I think about a word that means to move back and forth, a word that comes to mind is sway. So day and sway rhyme together, and they also make sense because that word sway means to move back and forth. It would indicate that the eggs are ready to hatch. So that's the end of that particular line. And now, because there's more than one egg, I'm going to continue by saying one by one, the eggs, let's see, they continue to shudder, which means, again, they kind of move back and forth. They shudder and shake. Let's see, now my last word, I have day and sway that rhyme together, but I need to think of a word that I'm going to end my poem with that rhymes with shake. So what I kind of think of and what I picture when these eggs start hatching, that once quiet nest is now kind of shaking, almost like an earthquake. So shake and quake have that same ending sound. I can use that. So that's how I'm going to end my poem. The once quiet nest, now a small earthquake. Meaning action is happening now, things are starting to get moving, and it's no longer a quiet place where it was, where there was very little movement. So shake and quake have that same ending sound. So again, you can see that I have my 3 stanzas. They're focused on birds, building a nest, protecting their eggs, until finally the eggs hatch. So your job over the next few days is making sure that through your stanzas, they build upon each other. And if you're choosing to use rhyming words, that the words you're rhyming make sense with the ideas that you're trying to convey to the reader. Happy writing, poets!